Hey, what's up, everybody? Listen, I talk a little bit about what's going on here, and I hope you see it from my end, my perspective, and shit like that. Because I'm not here, I'm not here to backtalk anybody, or I never was, I never did. So I'm not here to start today. So I'm not here for any drama and stuff like that. I guess with like family and stuff. Just wanted to talk about the stuff that had to deal with me and stuff that I was personally dealing with and stuff that I might have needed somebody to say, hey, everything's all right. You know, shit like that. Went through not 10 straight, but I went through 10 years. Nobody ever told me, hey, everything will be all right. Gets greater later. Never. I had to make it great. I had to be the crazy guy from Animaniacs for a little couple years, you know. But here we go. It says in a fact finding, old ass fact finding, they have what used to happen is my sister used to bother me every time, and a man. I won't use their name because I'm not looking to start any problems or anything like that. So, but they, asked why did I get dropped off at the reservation from court because I needed them to drop me off there, me and her. And I said, oh, I need to pick up some crazy bud. What do you mean? What? You know? And she flipped out. Oh, you can't smoke. I played the part. Oh, wow, yeah. Guess I won't. You're right. Because I don't care. I don't care. That's a feeling if she feels I get high. Or if she thinks I get high. That's a thought. It's not a truth. That's not a fact. The fact is I'm clean as a whistle. I've been forever. I don't care about that stuff. I vibrate at a way too high of a level. I don't even touch alcohol. Would never. The only thing is I get. I'll get to it later. But yeah, I said that because I'm there to hang out and see my kid. I'm not there to sit there and argue with you about shit that you want to hear. You want it that way. But that's what I told her about my fourth seizure. That you never had a police report. And you did the dumb thing. And I'm not calling you dumb. I'm saying you did the dumb thing. Because you're talking to your brother here. You're talking to John. You know what I mean? Like, I'm the one who creates something. You'll be standing right there. And I'll describe to you what you just seen. Not even close to a third eye who was just observing the situation. That guy will swear everything I said was gospel. And he'll fight for me and be my receipt if someone says otherwise. I don't even know him. But enough of that crap. I changed. And I just don't want any problems. I just want my kid back. And I just want to get a house and just pay my bills. Get my lawsuit money and all that. But they got my fourth seizure. I didn't jump right back up. So we got the ambulance here. And I was fine beforehand. And I was talking to them and trying not to leave. And they wanted me to leave. So I left, whatever. They were calling me OD the whole time. I'm like, assholes, I'm on some oxygen. I can't be on an OD. This is just a fucking goddamn seizure. She couldn't get me up right away. She was scared to death. And my sister swears to me that she's got a friend in the police precinct, 6th. And it's not the 6th, but that's the 6th that she has the friend. And she's seen the report and seen everything and read it herself about what happened that day, that there was needles in my room and all this stuff. I was on the bed, like a whole bunch of stuff. And you out of your mind. You just lied to me. The guy our mother says I fart a lie and I burp a manipulation. You know what I'm saying? They're going to try to pull one of those. I told you, I could see when someone's lying, even when I'm being placated. I don't expose it. I just shut up and I just keep my mouth closed. Because why? Mouth that wouldn't shut up. I wouldn't be able to shut up, you know? People would want to shut me up. But, yeah, long story short, she wasn't even pregnant with Damien, not even close. So why are we going that far into my past about fake history? I mean, it's real history. I did have a seizure that day. I had four in that 2-week period. I had no seizure meds, so whatever. And she wrote that as fact finding. It's in my paperwork. I have not been able to say nothing. This has been 2 years. I have yet to be able to correct any of this. But now I have tons of paperwork that I put through all motions and all types of stuff. Believe me, everything's gonna come to the light now, because this is pathetic. If the first thing you're doing in your fact finding is not even fucking finding fact, you're just going off of what the Guardian, who I'm fighting with apparently, what says is fact. Are you identifying as a bitch? Charles, are you identifying as a bitch? What do you got? You're letting them drag? I got splinters on mine, bro. I can show you mine. There's splinters on mine. They ain't hanging. But at least squeeze your click, man. Because you got to do your job. Fact finding. You're not even asking. If Crystal told you, it happened, and you didn't even fucking ask. And first of all, why are you worrying about what happened before she was even pregnant? Second of all, if we are going back, then let's go back to the time where me, her, and a man were getting high like a motherfucker. Around, those kids in the neighborhood, and we didn't give a fuck. We were young, having fun. How far back are we allowed to go? Where's the line? What about the other hard drugs we've done? Where do we draw the line? What clubs? What sex? Trans ran. Where do we draw the line? Gordon Heights, a lot of Mike's, Big Mike, Little Mike, Short Mike, or Medium Mike. So, I never had a problem with Homeboy in a minute. Didn't even say I had a problem with him. I don't have a problem with him. So I'm letting you know now, if you're watching, which you probably ain't, don't have no problem. But trust me, you weren't an issue in the Heights, bro. You'd hang out in the Heights, they would got you out of there. And I know you probably did your thing, but people change. And you probably change for the better, and you don't want to lose what you got for something stupid. So I'm not saying that's good. That's something like me now. I'm changed. And I'm not willing to lose what I've worked hard for. And I do not want to take my focus off my kid, my child, our child, and focus it on like other people being in doing drugs still, and war story and doing all that. Give a fuck about hearing that shit, man. I could spend that time worrying about my kid or getting my life together, getting out of the shelter. But no, they're like late now trying to say go back to a program. But yeah, and I showed you guys that paper, and if I didn't, don't worry, I'll show it again. I have it here, so don't worry. I'm gonna go get it. Wherever it had the drug. No, it had fucking the baby's drugs. So I can show you guys. Let me take this off. I don't need this. Let's see. My mouth is dry just because I've been seeing. I don't know if you can see a garbage pail, but I think I'm taking myself off of Ozempic because I do nothing but throw up non-stop. It's disgusting. What is it? Oh, right here. All right, let me show you. Let's see. You guys see. It's gonna be mirrored, so just unmirror it. You know what I'm saying? Like, so what? Where is the neglect? So there is no neglect there. We only had the kid for a fucking month because we pissed dirty. This guy, and fucking gave my sister a kid. So there's no neglect there. I was the only sober. High, vice versa. The only 2 times she took 2 pulls. She wasn't. I was sober for 7 hours. She was nowhere apparent for 7 hours. So there was no neglect. Every point in time, the kids were good. The kid was good. But and if you go to my cornea, we're working on that now. Right, babe? We have that totally covered because I know about the law. I beat 12 dirties You heard about me up in the New York State. You know what I'm saying? 10 on 11, 86. John, 12 dirties. 4 of them found not guilty. Why? Because I said not guilty. Pled twice to him, though. I said, yeah, I did do it. I did exactly what the test is saying. My mouth is dry. Hold on, let me get a sip. I said my mouth. I pissed dirty exactly for what that one test said. That exact amount. But what I can tell you is that I'm money on the wood. I always pay my debt. I'm never gonna run, never gonna tell, never, whatever. I'm a man. Not a problem. Now, I'm not gonna play you for a fool. That's why I said I did that. I did exactly that amount. But I know the rules, and you do. It's like I gotta follow them. Your employees gotta follow. That's why they're made. You need 2 dirty urns for 1 dirty to be valid. It's a backup. You gotta back it up. That paper right there, the backup one, it's missing. They sped up. They copied. They tried to copy, and they sped up, and they messed up. And I'm hoping you can respect that, because you ain't stupid. I didn't play you like a chump. So I hope you just let me walk away like a man and make your employees start working more harder. Having hitting the drums, bum, 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 fucking do their job. And twice. One was a girl, dep of programs, not guilty, and the other guy, captain, not guilty. And 2 of them, I was guilty, but I beat it in Albany. So while I was in the box, I got released. The other fucking 8 or whatever, I just pled guilty anyway. Because now, by the time I left, most they can give you is 90 days, even after your 130. But you need a chain of custody. It has to be legit to know. It has to be tampered with. And you have to know what diet you're on. You have to know if you're on medication that causes false positives. You got to see if you're at the cutoff level. You got a lot to see. You got to see if they're using the right equipment, the reagents, doing all the shit that they have to do, backing it up, what the numbers are coming up. And they didn't have none of that shit for the meconium. First of all, she's on Wellbutrin like I am. Look, Google it. Amphetamine. Or methamphetamine, whatever the fuck it comes up for. I was the whole time on parole. I'm still on it, and I still come up with it, but I come up for it because I do it. No, I'm on fucking, what do you call it, psych meds for it anyway. But before that, I was still coming up for it because of Wellbutrin. So she was on Wellbutrin. And the other shit, I don't have no fucking stupid answer for it, because they have no chain of custody. They have no number. We don't know what number's there. There's no number that gets stored in the cloud. So we're subpoenaing the direct high def 4K, basically 8K versions of that paperwork, and we want it all legit, and we want it fucking correct, because where the hell is neglect? Because even with that, there's no neglect. That doesn't show nothing but possible, and it says on the thing it's not for nothing but medical use only, and it doesn't show anything with neglect. Like, doesn't mean anything. So I have no idea where their case is. All their case right now, they're trying to get us because we got marijuana cards. And my Charles Cady, Mr. Charlie boy, he tried to call to get us to email or text them over mine and her cards. They're not cards, they're scripts, but I'll read cards. And once I heard that, I started fucking yelling. I said, yo, get the fuck out of here and go fact find. Next time you hear fact finding, you can fact find these papers while I shove them up your ass. I was like, I ain't giving them to you. Do your fact finding job. I'll see you at the end of the month. Till then, I'm not doing your job. I'm tired of it. This is 3 days you told us you were gonna come and you didn't. So fuck that. I'll see you at the end of the month. A couple days after that, it's court anyway. It's really not that deep. And giving you that fucking a card thing, that's just showing you're not a fact finder. You don't do your job. None of them from the start. We were saying to the girl, I forgot her name, Fatima, whatever. We weren't being, I won't say who the person was, but we weren't being allowed to use someone that we wanted because we weren't able to pay the $140 at that hotel to shower to see every time I want to see him. You could come outside. It was the fucking summertime. Wasn't winter. You could have came to this park. We could have went to McDonald's, anything like that. But no, or hung out in your front yard. But no, you said, oh, it's not inside my house. No, not without the showers. Kids, ticks, because I had ticks on me before we had tents. But yet they have a backyard with nothing but chickens and chicken coop, the eggs and 2 pits and cock and crap, shit like that. So I don't know why they're worrying about fucking all that. But I am also your brother. You could have let us shower, but let us see our own son off the property. But the fucked up thing is, he had to go in for an allergic to a nut. She's allergic to like peanuts and shellfish and shit like that. And he went and we got a text because we all the parents were supposed to make decisions and get told about shit because we were already denied some stuff that we weren't supposed to be denied when they went on vacation, which we could have denied them, but I let them go to my parents because I'm not a bastard, but yet they, to this day, still won't let me or her see my niece or her niece. I guess we can't give nothing. So they're holding children. I have never done nothing to involve other, like, why were you involving children? That seems to me like someone who's throwing emotions into this, because the first thing that she said after she was on, yes, I do, my name, blah, 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 I swear, she said about me breaking the bridge, not trying to fix it. My evidence is the 2 Mondays before that. Tuesday we had court, but we had Monday also that day. The Damien that day, Monday, was all about me fixing the bricks. I could show you the text. I say the word bridge, that I'll fix it, and I know it's not this that's gonna do it. It's just gonna be the work, and it's gonna take time. And I'm just gonna do it. Hopefully you turn around and say, yeah, I noticed. Come on up. If you don't, there's nothing I could do, because then you don't want nothing to do to me. Damien's going to be with me. Because even if you guys think you guys are going to win some crazy lies, using the other person who's in the law firm, the 2 people we got in our family, that's, we have 3, but he's dead. Law people in our family, but I'm pretty sure that you're not going to try to get stupid stuff like that involved, because then I'm going to get the past involved. And I'm telling you, Mom, Dad, it's only been you, all your friends. I could be doxxed and everybody. I'm not going to be. So go ahead and go tell fucking whoever you want. Go tell Charlie Murphy, Joseph, and Jerry. And go tell Karen, too. Fucking get Super Chat, Giga Chat over here. And that's my day, But, listen. I don't know if you guys really think you're going to win. Where did we neglect the fucking kid? She didn't do nothing. She does nothing. Ask her mother. She doesn't do drugs. She's a little bit, just like me, on the spectrum, and I love her to death and would kill anybody whoever took advantage of that fact. If I noticed that, I'm gone, because they're gone. Plain and simple. Because, she's got a heart. And, she don't care about that, and I don't care about that, and I don't want to have to start caring about that. And what that is a scam, because then we fall into that. If you have the Guardian 15 out of 22 of the last months, they have them 15 months, the kid, then you go for the TPR hearing, the release of rights, which that's what we're going to, the hearing. Because they did that in February when we were done with every program 6 months prior. That's what I'm saying. Well, I am going to murder the entire thing when we go to court, and about the fraud and all these lies being allowed to say, and I can't talk until finally 2 years. How come nobody fixed my case in 2 years? They kept saying we were there for a kid that came out of the womb dirty, not the meconium. They were talking about this, and you guys could see it with your own eyes. Shit's fucking clean as a whistle. Like, I mean, come on. Like, no one's that stupid to do. I mean, people are that stupid. They have done it, but we ain't that stupid. So where the fuck is the neglect? I know what the neglect is. You went from taking someone that could finally take that shower that you'll still to this day deny and say you never said it. But we got that the tics. That's when I got the tics. That's exactly what happened. That's why mommy and everybody was getting hotels first before we came over. Like, you can't lie. The lies don't work. And all you had to do was see us outside of the house. You didn't have to see us in your house. You didn't have to. But you want to keep the kid away from us, to hurt feelings. Me. To create horrible feelings in me. To hurt my feelings. Because that don't make any sense. What's your motivation behind lying about me breaking the bridge and not trying to fix it when I'm doing the opposite? And then when I'm texting you, what is his diagnosis? Because I don't want to have any food given to him, like when I have him and she has him, that was in the same dish as something that was prepared with peanuts and stuff. And she didn't answer. I said, you can't do that. You're not a fucking parent. I don't know who the hell you think you are. But that's someone who doesn't care, you know? They're just doing enough to where they get the stuff from the state. Like I said, this IRS wants to talk to me. I don't know if I still want to talk to them or not, but the IRS does, because you guys remember the farmers market, right? You guys remember the farmers market down in Port Jeff? Mommy and Dad used to watch. I won't say the names of the children, the children, and you guys would just do that. Little microgreens, the little four-leaf clovers. And then you'd also sell them, too, because you had your hydroponic machine in the basement, which, let's see if it had weed or if it was just hydroponic microgreen. Regardless, weed is legal anyway. Well, you didn't claim it. I know for a fact you didn't. I know when to claim, when not to claim. I've worked off the books most of my life. I know. And I know that you're fucked because you guys have to have a certain amount of money to own the certain shit you have. Like the cars, all that, the phones, the clothes, the nice gifts, the couch, everything, the mortgage, the bills, the fucking utility, everything. And what did you claim? And then my family helped you do that too, because they covered for your ass by saying it, which they probably still will say they didn't help you, but they did. And I know she gets paid on the table because she told us, because I said, why is she letting you be a house man? And she said, I can, because I make more in one day than most people than they can do in a fucking year. I said, oh no, that was just fucking shit was in my face, flies. I don't know how you can make money like that as an LMT in one day. But regardless, even if you're over exaggerating, you're still flexing and you're making a little bit, and I don't think you're claiming that amount. And I hope you can pay for the bills. It's just gotta pay for every bill because you're in poverty. And once you're in poverty and you go to DSS poverty and you start saying all those things, you gotta fall in certain categories. That car, all these nice new things. You got the WIC check from me and her, the WIC card. That covers the whole first year. Like, that's what we checked up on the IRS. Yeah, you have to have the kid for more than 6 years. 6 months. But 6 months and a couple days is fine, but it was close. But stuff tightens the rope. Like if you're getting help from mommy or daddy or friends, family, or us, the parents, the guardians, you know what I mean? And we still to this day pay child support. So, and we still buy gifts. Babe, where's our gifts? that we have tons of shit for them. I'm just gonna show you the gifts. You know, just cards and stuff. Just a bunch of stuff. Putting his cards together. Yeah, just, you know. Yeah, I'm just putting it, just trying to see if I can see it all. Yeah, oh yeah, and then, you know, we always taking care of them. We always try to. Sooner or later, when we get ourselves out of here. And I don't know what I'm gonna do yet with my channel, but we haven't figured it out. It has the my whole board, but you can't have furniture and shit. So I just went to storage, bought a whole bunch of shit back, and I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna do with my channel yet. I have no idea. But I'm tired of fighting. It's been 2 fucking years, and the only one who really is losing is our son Damon. And it's just a shame because people are doing things to intentionally cause emotionally harm to me. Like, I haven't to them, like, I don't say lies. I haven't said a lie yet. If they call me on it, call me on, other than saying that they never said we have to shower first. It's a fucking goddamn lie. Like, we've been talking about it in text. I got texts from over 2 years ago. But whatever. It's not worth lies. But how many times you gonna lie just to try to make yourself look better? Because you must have really felt that way when I was calling you those names, when you were letting yourself get beat up, which I didn't know. And I tried to fight him in your car when we were going camping. I told you, pull that car over. I'm gonna knock this nigga fuck right out. And he said, what'd you say? And I said, you heard me. I said, what? And he fucking turned around. Me and Smoke just, I got drowned out. It's because he wanted a fucking light. Smoke that blunt when we were going camping with everybody and shit. Which I wasn't wasn't letting him do that behind, mom and pop. At least I have a little respect. I'm gonna do, all right, there you go. At least I'm gonna have a little respect and wait till we get to the campsite. You all right? You dropping shit? All right. Oh, she's just picking stuff up. Oh yeah, I forgot. We got the necklace, right?
Oh yeah, the bracelet.
I mean, the bracelet. Yep. Let me see that. Right. No, put it. Where up? Oh, so it's easy. So you can see it. So you can see it.
Oh.
Yeah. There you go, baby. There you go, baby. See? Me and my baby. Hey. But if we get more news, because we're gonna have her do more shit. We're gonna talk to the Utah lady again. I am, and I'm gonna see what more I can get out of her. I might have to have her come up. Testify or something. Not only that, I just got this fraud case against Quanticut. So now none of you guys need to go to Quanticut. I got the case number and everything. You can use my case number, say you know about it, and they're doing it to you. That yours used to say something, and all of a sudden, it started changing when they talk to whoever. If you're on parole, probation, or for whatever reason, for some court mandate. Because, like I said, we went 6 months ago. We showed you pictures 6 months prior to that, and we were done. All done. And we had to go back because I called Katie Charles, and he didn't like the fact that you're saying shit to me. How the fuck you not telling the judge not to call you Charles when he called you Charles? Because I heard him call you Charles. But you have a problem with me calling you Charles, not Katie. I was like, you want a World of Warcraft and role play with me? I'm not that type of guy, but hey, each his own. But I'm not here for that. So he's Charles. He's Charles me from now on. And all the paperwork I got any other paperwork here and shit. That had his name. That had Charles. If not, no big deal. Cause I'll let these people go. Yeah, right here. You're on mirror mode, but he's the Charles Scott caseworker. Charles Scott. I'm telling you, I don't understand it because I haven't been here. I've been away. So they got to explain it to me. When I was growing up, if your grandma passed and you went in her closet and you took a muumuu or a nightgown and you start running the streets, you're a fucking cross-dresser. You're a drag queen. You know what I mean? That's about it. You're a guy. You're a fucking moot. You're a fucking homo. But not wrong. That's your fucking business. But now you can claim to be things. I didn't know that. I claim to be a shit. Slick Rick the Ruler. Give me the fucking eye patch too, cause my eyes fucked up usually. But I told him I identify Skippy Peanut Butter. Call me that from now on. And don't laugh, because I'm not laughing at you, and yours ain't legal. So mine ain't legal, yours ain't legal. Who's gonna draw the line? Where's the line gonna be drawn? Is this gonna take up time in court, or is it gonna be an ejection? I know how to talk, and I know how to play off this. And use that. Use what I just said. Clip bait me. Clip farm me. I know how to use it. Use it. Let me explain it. Let me see if I got taken out of context yet. Utilize is the better word. Utilize it by seeing what type of people will take advantage of someone who they think they could take advantage of on an intellectual level. So I play a little bit dumber than what I really wind up in. And I do a lot of studying that's unnecessary, and really that's what I'm in the room, my girl too, helping me doing. We got time, but we're just doing work. We're filling out binders. The lawyer already put paperwork through. So if you guys got any other questions, let me know. As I find out more shit, I am gonna let you guys know. But he did. I'm gonna show you guys the picture of our card. It should be right here or something, right? Yeah. It should be right here. I'll show you mine. And then that's it. After I do that, fuck, put the music on. Who's this? Me. This is me. And you can all get it. Ooh. I don't know if I'm letting you see it right. It's Office of Cannabis Management, New York State. So we're legit. So you can see how hot I am in the fucking house. Room with it, AC going. That's why I get ice packs and all that shit that I gotta lay on me. And you as hot as I am, and you got your cornrows is as tight as this, and there's one thing. Let me end it this way. Two ways. Other than those 5 other family parents that I have not doxed, that I know have been saying bad things about me over this time, and have raised their children just like me. I could dox their whole situation, phone numbers. I dox myself. I tell where I live, where I do things wrong. That's why when they say, oh, you probably lied to the drug counselor, that's why she said you didn't have to do nothing. No, you dummy. I got asked to show up extra days because she loved my stories. Ask my girl. It was my Bozo Chronicles. she wouldn't let her come in. I had to keep bringing her name. I was like, yo, let my girl come in. You know what I mean? When I'm done. And she likes hearing all my stories. I mean, all I'm talking about is sex, drugs, and rock and roll. Bozo Chronicles, prisons, fights, all that shit. Death. I don't know what truth are you talking about. And it's just funny how people that raised me in an environment with drugs and are upset at me for having a little bit of crap on the weed that I smoke. Like if you're having an emotion, you should just be thankful that I didn't turn into Jeffrey Dahmer to blame you guys for any of my choices or problems, which I haven't. I still won't. I won't. Too strong to allow some people like you, because you want to know what kind of person you are. We'll bring it back up. The type of father who supposedly has a brain in his head tried to sneak me out to do the Natasha thing, which I prepped already. I told Crystal that I'd getting dropped off of weed so she could shut the fuck up and stop asking me so I could hang out with my kid. Told her if that ever happened to her with the seizure, say the same thing, because she's not good at talking. I tell you guys that she's a little on a spectrum, a very little bit, and she's introverted. You guys attacked her. She didn't even know you yet, and you snuck attacked her in the house. Like, that was foul. What for? To get a fucking high, ultimately? Like, really? Like, this is what this shit was? And to do that, you put me on an asshole mission with the guys and had Dad say I called Crystal an N-lover the whole time with no context. So it looks like that's what I do, because I have beef with her, who she's with. I won't say his name. Who she's with. No context. So, and I did. Yes, I did. When I was 23 and she was 21, something like that. Like, it was when she was with Joe in Gordon Heights. Like, my fucking first wife, the mother of my child, she can even fucking be the witness. I mean, just like she was telling my fiance that she left the house when I came back in at 27, when I moved back, for 9 hours. I moved home because I had beef with the girl I was with. And she said she left. She left because I would hit her. I used to hit her. Like, bang! Like hit her. Like, I would knock me out. Like, hit her. I would be, if she was 27, 28, 29, 30, I'm like 30, you know what I mean? Like, a 30-year-old man, you're 27, like, are we really, oh no, I was 27, 28. Because I remember what year it happened, because I got locked up at 29, 27, 28. But yeah, I was hitting you. That's the truth you tell. You tell a lot of truths. Just like a lot. There's a lot of stuff I know. I know too much. Like, I used to be a plumber. I used to be a house constructor, so I know what laws, regulations, and permits and contractors and stuff like that. Blah blah blah. And permits, things got to be paid for. If you're in poverty, you got to have the money to cover what you're getting money for. If you're getting help from people, you got to have answers for everything, man. And we pay out the butt as much as we can. And you guys are trying to fight us for something that doesn't belong to you. And I say something because you don't see it as a person. It's Damien. He's a person. He's a lovable kid. And you don't see him like that. You see him as an item. That's why you held your two nieces from me immediately. Never got into an argument with them. Like, you had to bring them into an argument? I never even talked to you. Like, we were supposedly good. Mommy got you mad. Like, 'cause me and mommy were getting upset, and mommy is, so, but that's mom for you. What are you gonna do? But you deny me now, and Natasha seen our kid, but for once, 1 hour a week, which that's changing. If I don't get him back when we go to trial, like that's getting hired up. That's getting changed. 'Cause that's ridiculous. And I couldn't see him and getting sick on Ozempic, throwing up badly. Like, where I need a hospital. They keep saying hospital, and I can't switch my day like to the day of tomorrow. 'Cause now I feel a little better, or I couldn't change it to today or something like that. But I do it for her or anybody else who needs it. But if we do, we don't get it. That's why we don't get treated right. We do not get treated right. And all this is going to get brought up because it's all documented. I am sick when it comes to documenting. I'm a documenting fool. I got special techniques. This one technique I have is documenting. I'm going to document the fuck out of you. I'll document so much, I'll use this toilet paper and wipe my ass with it. I'm just kidding. Talk to you guys later.